Are you tired of sending emails manually? If the answer is yes, then I have something for you. By the end of this video, you will have a Python script which reads emails, generates AI responses, and sends replies automatically. So let me show you a quick example on how this looks. So as you can see here, I've created two Gmail accounts just for the purpose of this exercise. And you can see I've sent a sample message, which is hello world, and we actually got a response back. So without further ado, let's dive into how to achieve this using Python and ChatGPT. So first things first, we need to make sure that our Google account has all the permissions so that we can actually integrate this into our Python script. So step number one is to go to your Google account. So if you go to myaccount.google.com, you go to the security settings, and from here you go to the two-step verification. So if this setting is not enabled, so if you don't have two-step verification, then you need to do this first. And once you see the green checkbox here, step number two is basically we need to create an application password, which will be used in the Python script so that it can connect to Gmail. So if we search for application passwords and then click OK, it will ask you for your password just to make sure that you're the person who is trying to deal with this. So once you're inside the web page, what you need to do is you need to provide an application name. So this can be any name that you like. And once you type the name, then you need to press create. And once you press the create button, this is going to create a password for you, which you need to basically copy and save somewhere because this will be needed in the next step. I've already created an application called AI Email Responder, and I've already copied the password, so I don't need to do that again. And the next step is to basically write the script. So now that we have the Gmail application password and we have our Gmail account, we go and write the actual code. So I've already written the entire functionality. So you have everything here in this script, which lets you automatically send emails or actually send replies to emails. And let's just quickly analyze the script and see how it works. So right at the top, we've got all the imports which are needed to deal with the different functionality that we have in this script. So the first three imports are to do with the email and IMAP library, email, and SMTP library. Then we have the requests library, which is used to send requests to the ChatGPT API. And last but not least, we have some email configuration. So the email message, this is an object that is used to create and structure an email. And finally, we have the credentials. So you will need a ChatGPT key, email address, and email password. So you can generate a ChatGPT key from the OpenAI platform, and the email address will be your Gmail address, and the email password is going to be the application password which we just created a moment ago. So let's dive into the actual functions. So let's start from the bottom. So the main function is this one. It starts on line 80. So what do we do here? the first step is to actually fetch the email from to fetch all the unread emails from Gmail, and this function is responsible for this fetch unread emails. So if we take a look at this function, then we will see how it actually works. So it establishes an IMAP SSL connection, and then it logs into Gmail using our email password and email address. So something that I forgot to mention is basically you need to enable the IMAP settings before you can actually log in. Let me just quickly show you this. So if you go back to your email, you press on this button here for the settings, you click on all settings, and then you go to forwarding and pop IMAP. And basically you need to make sure that this is enabled. So if it says here IMAP is enabled, then you're good to go. So let's go back to the actual script. So what happens here? So we basically say, let's search for any unread emails, and let's get the IDs of the emails which haven't been read yet. And then for each email, extract the message, like the body of the email, extract the sender, and extract the subject of the email. And finally, it's adding all of this information into a list, which is called emails. And then finally, we just log out from the email connection. So what happens next? So if we don't have any emails, then this script just terminates, and then it prints this statement, which is no unread emails found. After this, if we have any emails, what we do is basically for each email, we're going to query ChatGPT, get a response back, and then basically use this response to create and send an email to the person who actually sent an email to us. So basically, we're just replying with some AI response. So generate API response or generate AI response. This is very simple. So what we're doing here is we're just passing the OpenAI API key, and after this, we're just passing the body of the email into the prompt, and we're asking ChatGPT to reply to this email in a friendly way. And yeah, so we're sending this request to the ChatGPT API, and we get the response back. So once we have the response back, then we pass it to the next function, which is send email. If we go to send email, what this does is again, it creates an SSL connection to Gmail, and once we're logged in, then we just create an email message. Then we add all the details such as subject, from email to email. Finally, we're setting the content, which is the body of the email. In this case, it's going to be the AI response, which we got back from ChatGPT. And finally, we're sending this email back to the person who sent an email in the first place. And yeah, so let's test this script. So how do we do this? So let's first send an email from one Gmail account to another. And yeah, then we can run the script and see how it behaves. So let's do this. So let me just copy this email. All right, let's add some text here. Hi, how are you? I need to know if you will be available this week. Please let me know. And let's send this email. So let's see if the email arrived on the other side. So, okay, let's give it some time. Yep, there you go. So now we have one unread email in our inbox. What we can do now is we can go back to the script, we can run it and see what happens. So basically, the script should find the unread emails and generate an AI response for each of them. And finally, it should use this AI response to reply to the email. So let's run this. And yeah, so we have a success according to the logs. We generated response from ChatGPT, and we used that to create an email and reply to the user. So if we go back to Gmail, so you can see that this email will soon show as being read because we've already read the email. So without me clicking anything, so basically this email was read programmatically. And if we go back to the first email account, you can see that we actually received a response back. And that's the response. So you can integrate this script and you can probably add some custom data which you want ChatGPT to analyze or have knowledge about, and you can easily integrate that into your customer support service. So instead of having someone who is manually checking the emails and replying to them, you can give some knowledge base to ChatGPT, and then ChatGPT is going to reply to your customers based on the knowledge that you've provided to it. And yeah, so I think that I hope that you found this video useful. And if you liked it, then please smash the like button below and let me know in the comments what kind of videos you want to see in the future. For full template, or for if you want to get the full script behind this, like if you want to get the full Python script, you can join my community on School. So the link should be down below in the description. It's completely free, so you can join at any time and you'll get access to all of my predefined Python templates and all of the automations that I have implemented so far. And last but not least, you will become part of a nice community which is growing as we speak. Thank you very much for your time and see you in the next one.